There's bees and wasps and hornets everywhere.
And now there are even more. Dan Hawk is Blaine's chief building official, and he became interested in bees and beekeeping a few years ago.
I really like honey a lot, and then got a chance to taste some just natural raw honey. And my cousin and I came up with the idea of, let's get some of our own honey going.
He started a few hives in southern Minnesota and decided he wanted a hive closer to home.
Aveda has a hive on their property. So I thought, well, I could have bees on our city hall roof. Well, it didn't work out because of a maintenance person was allergic to bees. So walking around the property out here, I found this nice area and thought, oh, I'll ask and see if I can get a beehive going here.
So now, set up down a small trail behind Blaine City Hall is a beehive he takes care of in his free time.
So it's kind of an experiment to see if, see how it all plays out.
A few times a week after work, he wanders down the path to check on his bees. He wants to make sure the hive is still standing and the bees are doing well. About once every 2 weeks, he opens up the hive to see how the colony is growing.
They come in a package in U.S. mail, and about 2,000 of them. Okay. So I estimate they probably tripled or quadrupled that many now.
He wants to see a lot more growth before the summer is through.
I'm hoping by August there'll be 50,000 of them in there, and they need that many to get enough honey to, and enough population to live through the winter.
Dan's love of bees is relatively new.
I'm like a 10 out of 10 phobia with bees my whole life. So when I started getting into beekeeping, people thought I was just nuts. Never thought I would do it. But being around these honeybees, they're really gentle, and I've lessened my fear of them. I would never stand by this, 3 years ago, I'd be petrified of them.
But instead of fearing them, through his experience, he has learned to appreciate them.
After you start working with them, it's kind of amazing how gentle they are. There could be like 50,000 bees. When this thing is fully loaded, it'd be 50,000 bees, and I could open this up, and some people have some smoke to calm them down, but there really isn't any aggression in them, so it's kind of interesting.
He is sharing the story of his hive on Blaine's website and Facebook page, and hopes that his story might educate other people on bees too. Although he admits he has gotten a little fixated.
I listen to podcasts about bees and kind of got obsessed with them, I guess, a little bit.
Beyond a fun hobby for himself, he is hoping that the bees can contribute to the area while helping out the neighboring community garden and possibly bring more beekeeping at the same time.
We already have a city garden here, and so the gardeners actually wanted to have bees. And so this is kind of a natural fit. So I think we can, if this works out, and I'm thinking it's going to, we can have some other citizens of Blaine have some hives back here. There's plenty of room, and we can have our own little garden apiary.
He's not sure if the bees will survive the winter or how much honey he will be able to harvest through the years, but he is enjoying the experience.
I'm learning as it goes here, and that's part of the fun of it.
For North Metro TV News, Danica Peterson reporting.